What up, and welcome to the Big House, where we're going to be discussing a lot of stuff with core percussion. So I like to actually call it Core Percussion 101 with the Big House. And basically we're going to be talking from how to hold your sticks, to how to play the snare drum, to rudiments, to xylophones, to scales, to anything that you can imagine when it comes to percussion, you feel me? If I can get some drum set stuff in, I'll get some of that stuff in too. But anyway, let's get straight to it. Let's not hold anything back. We're going to go straight into learning everything we need to learn about core percussion 101. First thing we're going to start with, controlling the sticks. All right. I like to always say it's best to learn how to control your sticks, because some people like to just go in on and just want to play and bang on stuff, but that's literally not what you should do. Okay. So one thing you got to realize, when you first start learning percussion, you get into these percussion books, you open the book up, it doesn't matter what percussion book it is, most of the time you see this guy with a drum strapped on him with the sling and everything, and then it gives you the diagram of how to do it and the dotted lines of where you should go or whatever. But I'm actually going to teach you how to really do it. All right. So if you have a pair of sticks, get you a pair of sticks. It doesn't even matter. Right now we're just doing. It doesn't matter what kind of sticks, how many, like the size of the sticks or whatever. Okay. Depending on what you really want to play, you can go anywhere from marching sticks to like Ralph Hardman's, or you can do like what I have right here. I have some 5A on stage sticks, something that's really cheap, that actually comes in packages for those of you who actually teach classes and want to provide stuff for your students. They come in packages off of Amazon. Yeah, really good, really cheap. Well, should I say more cost effective, not cheap, but you won't be spending a lot of money if something happens, if you lose them, if they break them or whatever. You can always replace them with an easy pair of the on stage sticks. All right, so we're going to start with our grip. How do we control the stick? How do we grab the stick? How do we grip the stick? All right, first thing you want to understand is that you have 3 different parts to the stick. You have the tip, you have the shaft of the stick, you have the butt of the stick. All right, these things are important because everything is kind of distributed with weight. Now these sticks are really light, but if you're dealing with sticks that have some weight to it, you kind of want to hold it to where it feels more comfortable to you. All right, that's the beautiful thing about music. It can be interchangeable once it's comfortable to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with how to control the stick, how to hold the stick, and we're going to start with match grip. Match grip sounds exactly like what it says. Matching. Right hand matches exactly what the left hand is doing. Right hand is doing exactly what the left hand is doing. All right. So we're going to start with our right hand. You're going to take your right hand, you're going to open it up. You're going to flip it over. What you want to do is you want to take your pinky, your ring, your middle. Close those up. And hold your L in the L. I'm not a loser, but just saying, just for purposes or whatever. All right, hold your L in the air. Now you want to take your index finger and your thumb, and you want to put it together like you're holding a quarter. All right, this is the best way I can honestly say how to hold the stick. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to actually take the stick and put it in the hand, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you're going to open the hand back up, lay it flat. Now you want the stick to be right here between these 2 lines in your hand. All right, right here. I'm going to place the stick right there between those 2 lines in my hand. All right, I'm going to take my ring, my pinky, ring, and middle finger, close it up. Take my thumb, put it right here at the bottom. Take my index, put it right here. All right. I don't know if you can still see that, but that's how it is. All right. This is how you want to hold your right hand and your left hand. All right. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to choke on a stick. I don't know if you can see me like gripping a stick and like choking it like I don't like it or something. You don't want to do that. That's the one thing you don't want to do. It needs to be loose. It needs to be able to move around a little bit. Okay. The reason why is is of how you control this one stick. Now what you want to do is always keep your index finger and your thumb on the stick, always. But what you want to do is open your pinky, ring, and middle finger up, and as you do that, allow the stick to come back. You saw that? I'm gonna do it again. When I open these three fingers up, it allows the stick to come back. And even though it comes back, my hands are still on the stick. My fingers are still on the stick. Okay? Even though it allows it to come back, my fingers are still on the stick. Now when I close my fingers, that stick goes from going straight back to straight up. I didn't move my arm, I didn't move my wrist, my arm stayed the same. I'm gonna do it one more time. It's gonna go back, it's gonna come up. It's gonna go back, it's gonna come up. It's gonna go back, come up. That is the most important thing when it comes to drummers. Your fingers and your hands are like, oh, anything happens to any one of those when you're a percussionist, like you might well call it a wrap. That's just me. Okay? Once again, open, close, open, close, open, close. Now you should see a significant difference. You should see that stick going back and coming back straight. Going back, coming back straight. Going back, coming back straight. All right? I'm going to do the same thing with the left hand. Once again, stick goes in between that line. Those two lines right here in your middle of your palm. You're going to take the shaft of the stick, this middle part right here. Leave enough of the butt back so that you can control the stick, all right? Take the shaft of the stick, put it right here. Once again, close. Fingers are on it. On the stick. All right? It almost looks like my fingers are touching, but I actually have this part of the hand or the finger on the stick. I actually have this part of the finger on the stick, okay? So, once again, you're going to open, close, open, close. I'm going to do it this way. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Do it one more time at a different angle. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Fingers do not leave the stick at any point in time. Don't let your fingers leave that stick. It makes no sense to do that, all right? It is going to be on certain parts of different genres that you may not need to have your hands on the stick and play match grip or whatever. It may not have to have your hands on, all fingers on the stick. But for the most part, always keep your fingers on the stick. That's the only way you're going to be able to control it, all right? Now that we've gotten match grip out the way, pause for a drink break. All right. Now that we got the match grip out the way, we're going to focus on the traditional grip. Now, traditional grip is just a little bit different. Your right hand is going to stay the same, but your left hand, your left hand is going to be actually the more difficult part about this situation, okay? So I'm going to put this stick down on, I'm going to use just one stick for my left hand, okay? Now, flip the stick upside down. All right, flip the stick upside down. Open your hand. For those that are Star Wars fans, may the Force be with you. I'm not really a Star Wars fan though, just saying. But what I'm going to do is take this stick that I flipped upside down, place it in the middle of this, flip it. I'm sorry. Other way around. I'm sorry. I had it the wrong way. People make mistakes. Actually keep it right side up. Put this stick straight up. Put it toward the middle of the stick. All right? Toward the middle of the stick. You're going to take that stick, come over, index and ring finger, grab it, make sure your thumb comes in. All right? So ring finger and pinky are under. Middle and index is on the top. Thumb comes around and wraps around. I'm going to do it one more time. Stick. May the force be with you. Come in. Tip to the side. Come straight. And close it in with your thumb. All right? This is the traditional grip. This is the traditional grip. Once again, you want to make sure it's kind of loose. You don't want to choke up on it. Most people like to play like this. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Most people like to play like this. Don't do that. All right? Don't choke it. Loosen it up a little bit. Because when you play, you're going to have to bring it up and down. Up and down. Now, this one doesn't move as much once you're first starting to learn. It doesn't move as much. But the motion of it is like you're turning, I like to say it's like you're turning a doorknob. When you turn a doorknob, your hand kind of just turns this way. It's the same thing you're doing with your left hand. You're just turning it this way. This is the motion that you're doing, okay? Now, once you get a little bit looser, if you see, my thumb is the main thing controlling it. And my thumb is making it bounce off of my ring finger. All right? That's the motion. Those are the things you can practice on when it comes to gripping the stick and holding the stick, man. That's it. That's literally it. When it comes to that match grip, for both hands, come up and down, open and close, open and close. Put it on the flat, make it come straight. Make it flat, make it straight. Let it go flat, make it straight. Bring it flat, make it straight. When it comes to traditional grip, bounce it off the ring. Bounce it off the ring. Bounce it off the ring. All right? Real simple. Traditional grip. Traditional grip. When you're playing, this is how it looks. You see a V or an A or whatever other letter you might want to say. Match grip. Match grip. Traditional grip. Match grip. Traditional grip. So that's it for the first lesson of Chord Percussion 101 with Big House. And I suggest, you know what I'm saying, take this time, go back to the video, look at it again, get in front of a mirror. Like, please get in front of a mirror. I always say practice in front of a mirror so you can see what you look like. So you can see what it looks like ahead of you. For those that want to aspire to be in marching bands or play any other instrument, always look in the mirror to see what you look like. You know what I'm saying? See what your posture is, your demeanor is. See that, like, those things matter when it comes to music. Okay? So once again, thank you for tuning in to Chord Percussion 101 with the Big House. I appreciate the views. If you like, please subscribe later. Well, please subscribe now. We'll have more videos later. I get tongue-tied. I don't know why. But thank y'all for tuning in.